I'm standing in the archive room of the Hotel de la Salle in Reims. I'm surrounded by so many books and documents about the life of John Baptist de la Salle. I'm surrounded by maps, by reproductions of letters that he wrote, of all sorts of things that remind us of what this man began. Not what he intended to do, but what his life led him to do. In this sense, this series of videos is going to be an account not completely of his life, but rather of the different places where he came, where he did things, and where we find it very important to come on pilgrimage to recall what he did. And so we begin here in Reims, his birthplace. But we'll see also how he goes to Paris, and how from Paris he finds refuge in Rouen, and Rouen becomes his favourite place, the place where he dies. We'll follow him down to the south of France for those two mysterious years, 1712 to 1714, when, persecuted in so many different ways, he finds it convenient to go to the south, where again he's filled with hope because of the things offered him in Marseille, because of the way in which he thinks and comes to believe, unfortunately, that his own life is the main reason why his brothers are distrusted and are suffering difficulties. And so he takes refuge in Saint-Baume. He tries to find refuge in the Grande Chartreuse and comes eventually to Grenoble. And in Grenoble sends a brother to find out what's really happening in Paris. He brings back news that they want him back, but that's not enough to bring him back. But while he's still at Grenoble, he receives the letter written by the principal brothers that asks him, in the name of the vows he took with them, in the name of the very society, to return to do what is to be God's work. That is what we're going to follow in this story.